Hey, how are you today? So, you know that days that you feel like in very low energy and you don't feel like doing anything, and you say to yourself, maybe tomorrow, maybe later, I'm tired right now, I had a long day, I will take it a few days. So, no! How can we actually get that energy up? How can we get more motivation every time? So, there is a nice trick that I like to use, and that is basically ask a very simple question. And I'm going to get to that simple question, but let me clarify it before I go and dive into that question is, what does it mean? Because how can we get motivation and keep it running? Because remember, motivation is something that fades away. I'm not a big believer in motivation videos, because if you watch a motivational video for a second, for a few minutes, you will have the kind of motivation for an hour to maybe a day, but it will subside. But if you get into that kind of rhythm of motivation that you get it back every time, every second, and not just for something that is very temporary, then it will last with you. Then it will take you to be more productive. It will get you out of the overwhelmed feeling and get you take more actions during the day. And basically is by actually, like I said, asking this simple question. Now, this simple question it's two parts, okay? So the first part for the question is ask yourself, if I will stay at the same lane right now, how will it be in a month? How will I feel in a month? How will I feel in a year? How will I feel in 5 years? And really get into that emotion. Because when we are deep inside that emotion, we feel very bad at the same place. But why do I want you to feel a bit pain right now? Because without pain, sometimes we don't have gain. Think about it this way: when you go to the gym and work out, you work your ass off and you're feeling so pumped up right now with a lot of energy, but the day after that you feel sore. You feel your muscle tight, you feel like you can't walk because you gave everything in the gym, and now you're feeling so sore. You say, I don't know if it's worth it. But if you keep working out, this soreness will subside and you gain more muscle, you gain more health, you get more motivation, because you're seeing the result in front of the mirror, because you didn't give up. Makes sense, right? So the same goes here. And that is, ask that question to gain that little pain. Now, after you got that first question, because pain kind of also give us a drive. Yeah, it's a very such not a good place to put ourselves sometimes, but not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it's got to see the kind of the shitty way, because if we don't get into that and we tap just to the good and nice and pinky feeling, we actually don't realize what will happen if we are not acting right now. So that's why I want you to get deep inside that pain. Ask yourself, what will happen if I stay in the same lane for a month, for a year, for 5 years? Really get to that, really imagine it. What will happen? How will you look? How will you feel? How is the surrounding will also treat you at the same time? Think about all that, get into that emotion. After you went to that, and why do I go here very detailed? Because I have a mission here. I have a mission that I want to impact people as much as I can, impact as many people as I can. That's why I'm diving into very detailed here that other people, other mentors doesn't do. And I wanted to go with you with that process. So let's get into the second step, and that is, now After you felt that pain, it's time to relieve that pain and understand where can you go. Actually visualize what's going to happen, and see that as that way. Close your eyes, imagine yourself get there, being active, getting all your goals, getting very focused, getting productive. Imagine what will happen if you get all of that. Really imagine that you're not lazy, you're doing, even if you don't have a lot of energy, but you're doing. Right now, imagine yourself that productive in a month, now in a year, now in 5 years. Really get into that emotion, because emotion creates motion. And when you have that emotion, you have that drive, you have that motivation, you're pumped up, you're ready to roll. And so start with that. Ask those two questions. Really get into that emotions in both of them. The bad one and the good one. Because sometimes we have to get some bad to appreciate the good. Does that make any sense? If it does, if yes, so just comment below, hell yeah. And I would love to hear, did you do that exercise with me right here? I would love to hear about it. If you did, how did you felt? What did it change? I would love to hear. I'm really curious how it helped you this practice. So have an amazing and productive day, and I want to hear from you. So comment below, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up that I know that you want more of it. Let's get more motivation, let's get more drive, let's get things done. So make sure you're doing that exercise, and not just one time. Before I go, not just one time. I want you really to make it kind of a habit for you. Every time that you feel low energy, get and tap into these two questions. It will give you drive. It will give you the place that now you're active, you're doing, you're getting things, you're achieving your goals, and you're not just sitting on the fence when nothing is happening and life just passed by. So you're an action taker. I know you can do it. I believe in you. So let's get going, and I would love to hear how it made you feel. How are you after that? And have an amazing and productive day, and I really appreciate you for investing that time with me today. And if you like this content, give me a thumbs up that I know that you want more of it, and I would love to hear from you as well. What do you want to hear? What are the subjects that you want to hear more? Because I'm not here just for myself, I'm here for you. I want you to go and get more action, get tapped into what you want. That's why I want to hear from you. Also, what is it that you want to hear about more? So comment below, and if you watch it on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button to never miss out an episode, and I will see you tomorrow. Have an amazing and productive day. That was live on my group. Have a great one.